Why aren't you at your desk, Tracy? Where are you?
I'm out for a sales meeting at a client's office. I just pulled into their parking lot. I'm pretty sure I wrote where I was going on the message board in the office. Didn't you read it?
I don't have time to read right now. I need you to drop what you're doing and get back here right now!
Is something going on over there? You sound like it's pretty urgent.
Yeah, it's a major emergency situation over here. Mr. Thompson called me this morning. He told me that he wanted me to write up the regular report ready for the meeting this afternoon, and I completely forgot about it.
Okay. I don't see what that has to do with me, though.
Don't worry, I'm getting there. Where you come in is this. I need you to come back to the office pronto and get those documents together for me.
Hold on, Martin. Mr. Thompson asked you to do that, not me. So I'm not really getting why you're asking me to bail on the sales meeting that I scheduled 3 weeks ago to write a report that you were supposed to write. I kinda have my own job to do. I don't have time to do yours too.
Are you really gonna disobey a direct order from me?
You're not my boss. You've just been working at the company a few years more than I have. That doesn't give you the right to give me orders. You could ask me nicely if there was something you wanted me to help you with, but I don't have any compulsion to obey you.
You've been acting pretty cocky around me lately, you know that? What's up with that? Is it because the company put you in the lead on that big new project instead of me? You think you're better than me or something? Huh?
I'm not being cocky, and I don't think I'm better than you. I'm just busy, that's it. I have a lot of work to do. You do your job, and I do mine. It's as simple as that.
Again with that attitude? Oh well. You might not feel inclined to obey my orders right now, but you had better get used to doing what I say when I say really soon.
And why might that be?
Because before too much longer, I'm gonna be your boss and Mr. Thompson's boss. Hell, I'm gonna be everyone's boss.
Yeah, I know you have some pretty lofty career goals, but I don't think that's been officially decided yet.
Maybe not yet, but it's gonna be really soon. Don't you remember? My dad's the managing director at this company. He told me the other day that they're putting a list together of candidates to be the next CEO, and he's at the top of the list.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
You're damn right it's impressive, and that means that once it's official, I'm gonna be the CEO's son. So it's like I said, you had better get used to sucking up to me, if you know what's good for you, that is.
I guess the rumors about you are true after all. You name-drop your dad in order to get less senior employees to do all your work for you.
And what of it? I'm not doing anything wrong. After all, I'm gonna be the one calling all the shots around here someday. I need to make sure to get plenty of practice giving my underlings commands before that day comes.
If I might make a suggestion, could you, not do that? If you really want to stand at the top of this company one day, then being bossy and overbearing is the last thing you should be doing. What you should be doing is building a relationship of trust with the people who you intend to lead.
Then what makes you think you have the right to be giving me this sappy lecture, huh? You're just some common employee, but my dad's the company's managing director. I don't need to worry about trust. All that matters is that people follow my orders.
I think you have a fundamental misunderstanding of leadership and business, but I digress. For now, all I can say is that I am not going to come back to the office and write your report for you. You're just going to have to do it by yourself, just like Mr. Thompson told you to.
Fine! If you're gonna be like that, then go ahead and go to your stupid sales meeting. I wouldn't want you to write that report for me anyway. I'll find someone else to do it. Howdy there, Tracy. How are things going for you these days?
Well, well, well. If it isn't our illustrious Executive Director Keith, it's great to hear from you.
The pleasure's all mine.
The last time you texted me was before you left, so can I take this to mean you're back in the country?
I sure am, and boy, does it feel good to be back in the land of the red, white, and blue.
Awesome! I have to say, though, you were gone a bit longer than I expected you would be.
Yeah, well, there was a little bit of trouble over there, and you're right, I was planning on being home much sooner. I'm glad I got back when I did, though. I almost missed our company's founding anniversary party.
Oh my goodness, you're right. That's in 2 weeks, isn't it?
It sure is. By the way, how's your mother doing?
Actually, she had a bit of a nasty fall a while back. That left her with a fracture in her thigh bone that just doesn't seem to want to heal well. It's sad. She used to love taking walks. She can't even go a few steps without a cane anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to come by and see her one of these days when I'm not so busy.
It's all right. I know you practically live at the office, so you don't need to go out of your way.
No, I absolutely do need to go out of my way. Your parents did more for me than just about anyone else on this planet, except for my own parents. And I've always regretted how little I went to see your father after he fell ill.
And it's like I told you back then, you don't need to feel bad about that. My dad knew how devoted you were to your work, and he was happy to see you so fulfilled at the office.
You don't know how much it means to hear you say that.
And it's not just my dad saying that. I consider it a privilege to be able to work under you, too.
Your family really is something special, Tracy. I hope you know that. Oh, I almost forgot to ask. You're going to be attending the anniversary party, too, aren't you?
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I heard you booked the Wilmington Convention Center for the party this year. You guys are really going all out, huh?
Yes, indeed, Tracy. This year is something of a special occasion.
Oh yeah? What's that?
I think I'll let that be a surprise for the day of. I know that you'll enjoy it.
Ooh, a surprise? Now you're making me excited and a bit nervous, too.
Another thing, the corporate has given approval for family members to accompany employees to this year's party. Do you think your mother would be able to come with you?
Boy, I really can't say either way, Keith. Her leg can be doing all right one day and killing her the next.
Even if it's just for a little while, I'd really love for her to come.
I guess if I told her that you'll be there, then she'd probably say that she wants to come.
I'll do everything I possibly can to make sure she's comfortable while she's here. The building's fully wheelchair accessible, and if it's too much trouble for you, then I'd be willing to stick with her the entire time to wheel her around.
Wow, Keith, you're really serious about wanting my mom to come. I appreciate the offer, but it's all right. I'll push her around myself. I'm used to it anyway.
You mean you'll bring her along?
Sure, it'll be a good chance for her to get out of the house.
Wonderful! I'm so happy to hear that. Be sure and give her my thanks, will ya?
I'll do that right away. Martin, what is wrong with you? What the hell are you thinking?
What are you so mad about, huh?
You know exactly why I'm angry, you moron. You just dumped a glass of wine on my mom. What did you do that for?
Oh, you mean that rotting carcass you brought in with you? Her stupid wheelchair was getting in everyone's way!
Don't talk about my mom like that! And what do you mean she was getting in everyone's way? This room is practically as big as a football field. There's plenty of room for her wheelchair.
How dense are you? I mean, she's getting in the way of everyone enjoying the party. This is supposed to be a celebration of the anniversary of our company's founding. What the hell did you bring that old invalid along for? Her presence is absolutely killing the mood.
You've got no right to talk about my mom like that, Martin. And besides, you're totally wrong. Everyone's having a good time as far as I can tell.
Yeah, well, I'm not. And who told you that she could come to this party anyway?
The company did? The announcement for the party said pretty clearly that family members can come, so what's the problem with her being here?
Everything is wrong with her being here. This isn't a party for just anybody. It's only for a select few. And some decrepit old geezer who's too feeble to even stand up is not one of those select few.
And what gives you the authority to decide who is or is not part of that so-called select few?
Oh, nothing much. Just the fact that my dad is the freaking CEO.
Newsflash, Martin, you're not the CEO's son yet.
That's all going to change before too much longer. Didn't you hear? They're going to announce the name of the new CEO at this very party.
Wait, really? Are you sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure all right. Why do you think they went out of their way to book the single most expensive room in the city? Yup, in just a little while, my dad's gonna be announced as the new CEO, and I will officially become the CEO's son.
I don't care if your dad was the president of the entire country. There is no excuse for what you just did to my mom back there.
That's where you're wrong, Tracy. In this company, I could do whatever I want to whoever I want, whenever I want. That's the privilege that comes with being in a powerful position. Think about all the things that filthy little peasants like you have to work yourself to the bone to get your hands on. All I'd need to do is snap my fingers, and I can get all that stuff without even breaking a sweat.
You've gone mad with power that you don't even have yet.
It's only a matter of time, Tracy. And you know what my first act as CEO's son is gonna be? Booting you off that new project. I'll take it from here.
You can't do that.
Sure I can. Remember, my dad is the CEO. Who better to lead the project that the company is staking its future on than company royalty like me? That project is too important to entrust to a commoner like you. You can do all the busy work that I don't feel like doing.
I wasn't just given the lead position on that project for no reason, Martin. I've worked my butt off for weeks in order to make it all happen.
Oh, yeah? Oh, boo-hoo, poor you. Tell it to someone who cares. I'm far too important to concern myself with the feelings of useless, nameless, powerless cretins.
I don't believe this. You've completely lost the plot.
I don't want to hear any more of your stupid whining. Just hurry up and push that old hag out the back door, got it? And while you're at it, you can go ahead and leave with her, unless you want a glass of wine on your head, too.
You psychopathic scumbag! My mom has been looking forward to this party ever since I told her about it.
Again, I do not care at all. Get the hell out of my party. That's an order. If you're not gone in 10 minutes, then you're fired.
Fine, Martin. Have it your way. I'm leaving.
You got that right. And leave quietly, would you? I don't want you disturbing my party any more than you already have.
Just know this. I am not gonna let you get away with this. You're not going to have the last laugh.
Oh, I'm positively trembling. What are you gonna do about it, huh?
Screw you, Martin. Seriously, go to hell.
That's what I thought. You'll do nothing because you are nothing! Good evening, Martin. Could I have a minute of your time? What is it, Keith? Aren't you too busy having people congratulate you on becoming the new CEO? Well, in fairness, I'm not the CEO yet. That won't happen until the current CEO retires. All they did tonight was announce my name. Whatever. Congratulations, Keith. I was pretty sure they were gonna give the position to my dad, but hey, what can I do about it? Honestly, I was almost as surprised as you are now when I was first informed, but the current CEO chose me, so the board went along with his wishes. I look forward to continuing to work with your father in order to make this company as successful as possible. Yeah, sure, me too. Let's all work together like one big happy family and all that. That's the spirit. We're all one big family here. And speaking of family, there's something I wanted to ask you. Oh yeah? What is it? I was sure that Tracy and her mother were gonna be here at the party tonight, but I just looked around the room and I couldn't see them anywhere. And what's that got to do with me? Well, that's just the thing. I texted Tracy to see where she was, and she told me that she had gone home. And when I asked her why, she told me that you had kicked her out of the party. Would you mind explaining that for me? About that. She also said you dumped a glass of wine on her wheelchair-bound mother and threatened to fire her unless they both left immediately? I'd appreciate an explanation for that, too, if you have one. Well, I don't remember using quite that strong of language. And another thing, I understand you're trying to replace Tracy as the head of the company's big project. That's exactly right. I felt that given my experience and skill set, I would be a much better fit to lead the project than Tracy. I've been talking to the department manager about that for several weeks now. Well, you can stop wasting your time and his. That isn't going to happen. It's not? No, I'm afraid I can't allow a person of your caliber to lead a project that's so important to our company's future. What do you mean, Keith? I mean that a person who would dump a glass of wine on an elderly woman in a wheelchair is wholly unfit for leadership. A company is more than money, paperwork, and machinery, Martin. It's made up of people. Our clients are people too, and they want to do business with people who they can trust. But Keith, I would never do something like that to a client. I'm not a total idiot. Perhaps not a total idiot, but you're still an immoral one. You shouldn't dump wine on anyone. Do I really need to tell you that? And to think you did that to Claire, of all people! Claire? Who's that? The woman who you dumped wine on, you imbecile! Wait a second, you mean you know her? Know her? I owe everything to her! You do? But how? Why? What happened between you two? It's not just her and I. Her husband was just as important to me as she is. I was born into a rather poor family, so poor that there were days that I would have to go looking for food if I wanted to eat anything at all. Claire and her husband ran a diner near my house back then. They saw me wandering around outside looking malnourished, so they invited me in and gave me a free meal. They did? It was some soup, bread, and other food that was left over at the end of the day, but it was the best food that I had ever eaten. They allowed me to come in at closing time every day and take home whatever I wanted to give to my family. The only reason I didn't collapse and die of exhaustion was Claire's and her husband's generosity. So when I say that I owe everything to them, I mean everything, including my life. Tracy didn't bring her mother along on a whim. I specifically asked for her to come. No way! You invited them personally? That's right. I wanted to tell her directly that it's thanks to her that I was able to come this far in life. And your bumbling cruelty stole that opportunity from me. I'm sorry, Keith. It's too late for apologies. I'll just have to go and talk to her another time in person. I'll go and apologize to her myself, too. You're free to do that if you'd like. Just know it won't change my opinion of you in the slightest. Hey, Tracy, how's your mom doing?
She's at home, lying down and resting. It took quite a bit of stamina for her to come with me to that party. I don't want her to get sick, so she's going to be on a pretty strict schedule for a while. I might even need to take a few days off of work to look after her.
So, if it's all right, I'd like a chance to apologize to her.
I bet you would, but you're not going to get one. I mean, for real now. Do you actually feel remorse for what you did to her? You had a pretty self-satisfied smirk on your face while we were walking out the door.
I had no idea that your mom was a personal friend of Keith's.
And there it is, right on schedule. The only reason you want to apologize is out of self-preservation.
Hey, don't pin all the blame on me! If you had flaunted the fact that you and Keith knew each other just a little bit, I never would have done that!
Are you serious? I'm not interested in nepotism. I want to advance based on my own skills and performance. Plus, it would be super awkward in the office if people knew I was close friends with one of the most powerful people in the company. Which is to say, I'm not like you, so don't expect me to think like you. And besides, it's not like I'm the one who helped Keith out when he was young. That was my parents.
Don't give me that! You got selected to lead that big project! That was because Keith recommended you for the job, isn't it?
Have you been in a coma for the last year or so? Keith wasn't even in the country when I got selected to lead that project. He had nothing to do with it. No, I was selected to lead that project because I had impressed Thompson with my work performance, which wasn't too hard since, unlike some people around here, I actually do all the work he asks me to do.
Do you think you could put in a good word for me with Keith? I bet if you asked him to, he'd have me assigned to that big project, too. I've got to get some kind of big achievement to my name or else I'm never gonna move up in this company.
That's your problem, not mine. And if you really want to advance your career, the only way to do it is through your own hard work and dedication. You can start by not pushing off all your work onto less senior employees.
Whatever. I don't need your help anyway. I don't know why I even bothered asking you for help in the first place. Well. Congratulations on the promotion. What's it like being a manager now?
It feels pretty good, actually. Like, all the hard work I've put in for this company is starting to pay off tangibly.
And what a coincidence that you're getting promoted right after Keith officially became the new CEO. It's almost like there was some kind of coordination going on behind the scenes.
If that's what you need to think in order to cope with the situation, then you're welcome to think that.
Hey, I'm not coping!
Sure you're not. And for the record, the higher-ups told me that they promoted me because I turned that project into a massive success. So, once again, Keith had nothing to do with it.
I should have been the one leading that project, not you!
It's too bad, huh? If you had managed to steal the project leadership position from me, it might be you being promoted right now. Unfortunately for you, the higher-ups don't think too highly of hostile takeovers. And that's one of the things that make me glad I get to work for a company as ethical as this one.
Go ahead, brag all you want. I hope it feels really good, too. But just you wait. I still have a big advantage over you in the long run. Don't forget, my dad's still the company's managing director. You might have won this battle, but I'll still make my way to the top before you. There's more than one managerial position at this company, and once I get promoted that far, it's only gonna be a matter of time before I find myself sitting on the board of directors!
And I hope that you can one day make it that high in the company, but you're going to have to work hard if that's what you want. For starters, could you put together a presentation for next week's sales meeting with our new client?
Having to obey orders from you is the absolute worst!
Like it or not, I am your boss now, so I hope you won't make me punish you for insubordination. Oh, and don't even think about handing this task off to anybody else. I treat all my employees equally, regardless of who their parents are.
One of these days, Tracy, one of these days, I'm gonna be your boss! Just you wait! What did you do, Tracy?
I was just now coming back to my desk from the bathroom. Can you be more specific?
My manager just called me into his office. He says I'm getting fired. I know you're behind this, Tracy. I know it!
I suppose you could say I played a part, yeah? But the implications aren't as nefarious as you're making them sound. All I did was make a report to my superior.
A report about me? What did I do?
If you really need me to tell you what you did, then yikes.
Stop screwing around and just tell me what happened!
You've been using your father's position as the company's managing director and threatening junior employees into doing your work for you.
I asked a few of them to give me a hand with some stuff a couple times.
You did not ask, you threatened them, and it was happening constantly. I warned you so many times to knock that off, Martin, but you didn't listen. You just kept right on doing it.
Damn it! Which one of those kids snitched on me?
I don't know any names because the complaints were anonymous. But it wasn't just one, it was almost all the junior employees in your department.
And so what if I did?
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. The reports started piling up to a degree that I simply couldn't ignore anymore. At this rate, your behavior was going to cause us to lose more than 50% of our new recruits. So, I filed a report about your behavior to my superior, and then to the head of the HR compliance department.
Compliance department? What's that?
Didn't you hear Keith's acceptance speech? He said his first initiative as CEO was going to be rooting out sexual harassment and other behaviors that lead to a toxic working environment. And he made a new division inside the HR department in order to monitor that sort of thing.
Oh, now that you mention it, I guess he did mention something about that.
Well, you don't need to worry about it anymore. All you need to know is that I compiled a report of all the allegations made against you. After that, a formal investigation was made into you and your workplace behavior. As a result, they found that every single one of the complaints filed against you were true. Not just that, they found several more victims of your abusive behavior who were too afraid to file a complaint.
And that's why I'm getting fired?
You can't possibly have thought you'd get away with that forever. They further found that you were regularly disobeying orders and taking unapproved breaks. The conclusion of the investigation was that there was no possibility of you reforming, and as such, you will be terminated.
You can't do that to me! I'm gonna tell my dad about this!
Oh, don't bother. He already knows. He was in the meeting when your punishment was determined, and he was fully in favor of your dismissal.
No way! I don't believe you! He wouldn't fire his own son!
That's one way to look at it. Another way is that your behavior was so egregious that even your own father thought you should get fired. Do you understand now that you can't get away with anything? It's like Keith always says, companies are made up of people who all support each other in order to make the company succeed. People like you who act like corporate aristocrats do nothing but get in the way of a healthy working environment, and as such, you are being removed from the company.
Come on! Can't you give me a break? You can transfer me or demote me or something! You don't need to fire me!
I'm afraid this is out of my hands, Martin. This decision was made by the higher-ups in HR and the board of directors.
Please, Tracy, I'm begging you! We've been working together for years, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. And that's why I can say for certain that you definitely deserve to get fired. Not but a few minutes after that conversation ended, security came to escort Martin out of the building. However, getting fired from the company was only the beginning of his problems. His father, the managing director, was furious about Martin using his name to bully his coworkers. Martin had been living at home, but after he got fired, his dad kicked him out. He tried applying for management positions at several of our rival companies, but he never had any luck. So he started working multiple part-time jobs at convenience stores and supermarkets in order to get by. It seems that he never learned his lesson though, and his smug, cocky attitude quickly alienated him from all his coworkers. As for me, I'm enjoying my new position and all the responsibilities that come along with it. Keith is hard at work reforming some of the outdated elements of our corporate culture. As a result, the office is becoming a much brighter, happier place to work. My mom was quite shocked by what Martin did and said to her at that party, but she got over it sooner than I expected. She's currently going to physical therapy to strengthen her legs, and she's doing much better. She can't quite go for walks like she used to yet, but when she does, I'd love to go for a stroll through the park with her just like we did when I was a little